Okay, today we're going to take a look at a little knife I just got. Now this thing is a FireBird. It's got the FireBird name, FireBird. And it's made, it actually says made by Ganzo and designed by FireBird. So it's made by Ganzo, designed by FireBird. I don't know who the FireBird is. Let's take a look at it. Oh, and let's see what number. It's the model number F7511-OR. That means orange. China, Ganzo Tools Company Limited, made in China. Okay, now this thing comes with a little carry pouch or protective pouch, and their FireBird has a TM on it with the FireBird name. So what that means, I don't know. Here's how it comes with protective plastic bubble wrap. And here's a first look at this orange Ganzo FireBird. It's FireBird, not Ganzo. So it's got these green slashes on the side. I thought they might be fluorescent, but they're not. I tried holding under a light and it doesn't work. So they're just green slashes. There's no traction there. Must be just for looks. So this is a flipper design. You can see the flipper right up there. It also has thumb studs. Let's take a look at the logo. Oh, it comes out really fast. The logo, the FireBird logo, is etched. You can see where it's etched, and it says FireBird. And on the other side, let's see what it says on the other side. That is etched also. Made by Ganzo. And there's a number on there. I'm going to have to take it off camera. The F751. It says F751, whereas the box says F7511-OR. So the box has one more 1 on it, and this is 440 steel. So this thing has some traction notches on it back on the thumb ramp, which are pretty soft or pretty smooth if you're wearing gloves. If you're not wearing gloves, you got a little traction there, but not much. It also has some traction notches on the upper part. You can see them there. You can feel them a little bit, so that's a little bit in its favor. It does have a lanyard hole, and it's about 1/3 flow through, so it shouldn't be too hard to clean. And the pocket clip is, it's either this, it's right now it is right hand tip up. And you can change it to left hand tip up, but not from front to back. That thing really comes out nicely. I'm happy the way that comes out. Oh, and by the way, the price of this was about $17 on Amazon. And it does have a liner lock with steel liners, and the one on this side has got some cutouts on it. But the one thing I'm concerned about with this one, I might have to work on it. If you can see the lockup on it, the lockup on it looks like it's about 20%. I might have to take this apart and grind it down if this thing fails. If the lock fails, I'll take it apart, grind it down a little bit. That's the only negative thing I've found so far on this Ganzo FireBird, or FireBird Ganzo. I do have one other Ganzo orange, this one, which is really nice. That's one reason I got this other Ganzo. I like the orange. It's supposed to be G10, but I can't tell, with a 440 steel. Don't know. And the hardware on this has a blue tint. It's probably fire hardened. and you can take it apart. Okay, the overall length on this thing is, let's see, looks like it's about, right about 8, maybe a little over 8, 8¼ inches. The blade, the usable part of the blade is right at about 3¼ and it's flat ground. It looks flat ground to me. I like the shape of that. And the weight of this thing, well, let's take a look at the weight. Let's see if we can put this thing on camera. Okay, so this is in ounces, and it looks like it's 5.19 ounces. That's got some weight to it. Alright, let's do a cut test with this thing. See how I did not touch this thing up at all. I usually drag these things through a ceramic rod, but I didn't touch this one yet. That is really sharp. I'm happy with the sharpness. Okay, it's dragging a little bit. I'm pretty happy with the sharpness on this thing. So that's the FireBird by Ganzo. Let's do one more test. We're going to do a drop test. We're going to drop it into this piece of wood. It's just a soft pine piece of wood. See if it sticks. Okay, so it stuck the first time. Let's try one more time. No sticky there. One more time. So you got to hit that the soft part of the pine wood and it'll stick for you. So it came pretty sharp. The edge is sharp, the tip is sharp. And one more thing, the lockup or the centering, the blade centering. Blade centering is really good. And it does come out really fast. I can just barely touch it and it'll come out. And it won't come out if you shake it or drop it. So yeah, it's a pretty decent knife for 17 bucks. I can't complain. And I'm just going to do a size comparison to a really good knife. This is a Spyderco Paramilitary 3, my normal carry knife. You can see the FireBird's a lot longer. And I think the Spyderco is only about 3.1 ounces. So that's why I carry that one. You can't beat Spyderco. Chinese have never beat Spyderco. That's a quick review of the FireBird by Ganzo. I mainly got it because it's orange. And I had good luck with this other orange one over there, so yeah, not bad. And I'm going to give a little cowbell. I'm not going to give it to the Chinese knife, but I'm going to give it to the Spyderco Paramilitary 3 and to my M&P Smith & Wesson, both made in the USA. Knuckle bump.